Hi, bankruptcy attorney Brian Barboza, and today I'm going to discuss, will filing bankruptcy stop your wages from being garnished? Now, before we get started, if bankruptcy is something you want to explore or you're dealing with debt issues, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com. You can book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Okay, so if you were to file bankruptcy, will that stop your wages from being garnished? What I've noticed recently, I've had a lot of clients come to me because their wages are being garnished. And usually your wages are being garnished because at some point in time you owed a debt, a credit card debt, a personal loan, etc., etc. You didn't pay it, and they filed a lawsuit against you. And then they got a judgment against you. And what happens is then they can take that judgment and they can enforce it. And one of the primary ways that creditors, judgment creditors, will enforce that judgment is to get an order garnishing your wages. And that order gets sent over to your payroll department, and they are then legally obligated to send 25% of your paycheck every pay period to the creditor. Okay, so when that happens, one of the options is to file bankruptcy. What ultimately will happen is if you file bankruptcy, the day you file, what's called an automatic stay goes into place. That is the term we use for an injunction, meaning the creditors are stopped, they're enjoined from collecting that debt against you while you are in bankruptcy. Now, legally, yes, the day you file bankruptcy, the wage garnishment is supposed to stop. The issue is, mechanically, sometimes there could be a little bit of a delay because the case is filed, the notice of bankruptcy is then mailed to your creditors. If you have an attorney like myself, perhaps the day you file, they fax over notice of bankruptcy. But then it usually takes somebody on the other end a day or two to update their system, to contact the payroll department and put a stop to it. And there may have already been a garnishment in place the week prior, so then the next pay period there's a garnishment. So there could be a little bit of overlap. With a little bit of effort post-filing the case, you probably could get some of that money back, if not all of it back. But you may have one, maybe two more garnishments that might happen after you file, but then it will stop. If they don't stop, then if you have a bankruptcy attorney, they can file a lawsuit against that creditor in bankruptcy court seeking damages, attorney's fees, for violating the automatic stay, willfully violating the automatic stay. So the short answer is yes, the day you file bankruptcy, that wage garnishment by law is supposed to stop, but mechanically there may be a pay period that goes by where there's still one more garnishment that comes out, which hopefully you can get that money back. But ultimately, if you are having your wages garnished, bankruptcy could be an option. Bankruptcy is complicated. It's not something you just want to blindly file. You really need to assess your situation, because in certain types of bankruptcies you could lose some property. Other types of bankruptcies you might not qualify for. It could be a big waste of money and time. So before you decide to file bankruptcy, you really should consult with a professional to determine what kind of bankruptcy works for you, if any, and to talk to you about stopping wage garnishments, bank levies, things like that by the use of a bankruptcy case. So that's it. Again, if bankruptcy is something you want to explore, talk more about, or your wages are being garnished, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com. Book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Now, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching it, and have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.